Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Poy Yahweh Shem Yoshai, or Hashem Makal Kodash. Call Halim La Yahweh Shem Yoshai, or Hashem Makal Kodash. That's in the ancient Hebrew, so all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yoshai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world, even called Jehovah, God or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world, ignorantly called Jesus Christ. True name of the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and his son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give double honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Mount Stone. And shalom to the brothers out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all believe in this gospel. Shalom. This lesson, maybe just call it Strive for Truth unto Death, which from this precept here in the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And what is truth? Let's get it out there real quick. John 17 verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is truth. So the word of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yoshai, that is truth. And that's what we're supposed to be striving for in this area, even if it leads us to our death. It is what it is. I'm not saying you will not have discretion, but what's taking place in this current what's taking place right now in this current life, current era is let's get it real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 59, start at verse 14. It says, and judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the streets, and equity cannot enter, because the society has been built upon lies. Now I said that when I think of part this lesson, basically the plantation and topic come up of basically, man and woman and so forth. And as usual, women normally want to bash man, and conspiracy even for calling them out on certain things to expose them. Straight up say how a man build, for basically more than one woman, and ultimately a woman supposed to have one man. But I'm like, there now it is what it is, so I never give a crap, Alright, nowadays, it's truth, it's apostles, scripture grow it. They ain't give a fuck about a woman's opinion, because them ain't in the right mind, and them are rebel, and this is what it is. But, truth in general, the society has turned away from truth, following the ways of the devil, or the so-called white race, because what actually took place was a part of the curse. A woman shall come past a man is above a woman, and that's fact, the scripture said. That's why, going back to the precept I read earlier, said, the word of the Most High is truth, right? And the Lord said in the book of 1 Corinthians 10, let's get it real quick. First Corinthians 11 verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushai is Yahweh, and that's fact. The head of the man is Yahushai, that's the hierarchy. The head of Yahushai is Yahweh, and the head of the woman is the man. Fact. That's how the Most High create things. Anybody going against that, I go against the righteous order of things, but going back to the conversation with the plantation, basically, to be honest, any idea, you don't know niggas fear to speak the truth, them true intention, them true, how them feel inside, because, try to please the nigga bitch and all of that. But funny, after the plantation, I alone said, I don't know what I say, and I didn't give a fuck. But after plantation, and you would say, what was me, I say, stay woke. Like, really, bro? You see me? Right? I say, but look like me alone actually stand for these principles, you see me? But You go back to the lesson, you know, the title of the lesson, strive for truth unto death, yo. It's because we're going up against generations and generations of lies. You know, it's not going to be comforting to the common person to, you know, as people say, oh, basically put on a new man, you know, and basically unlearn all the way them learn. You know, some will never do it, you know, but it will be difficult, right? As the really says, truth is falling in the street, you know, right? And that's all we're bringing, you know, that which is falling, which Yahweh Shem Shai is rising, right? We just be some of the vessels and will push it, you know. It says, verse 15, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil made himself a prey on the Lord's sight, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. You know, so speaking and standing for the truth in these days, you know, turning from the soul, you know, feminism mindset of man pleasing woman. A woman supposed to please a man, you know. She was built, you know, created to be a meat, and not so to be stupid, you know, because, you know, a fucked up society where in that the rules have been changed, but women have to go work and so forth. So, you know, we govern with also wisdom. But nevertheless, the order is the order, you know, the divine order, all things separate. You know, we're going to stand by that, you know, and we're going to stick to the truth, Lord is willing, you know. As the scripture says this. I'm going to go to the book of so okay, 694. Yeah, Psalms 94 verse 16 says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? You know, so who will stand up against this wicked society and stand up for righteousness? You know, right? The scripture will speak about them that do so stiffly in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, going to be crowned. You know, Lord's willing, you be a part of that number, but you know, the scripture says stiffly, so we're going to face resistance, you know. But it's about prevailing. You come to the point when then you're going to charge you for sedition, which going back to the so-called the court where said that George Orwell said, some said not, from someone else, but him say in the time of universal deceit, speaking the truth become a revolutionary act, and we're going to be charged with sedition. You know, Scripture says when we go to Revelation 2:10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. And because any idea, for example, Alex Jones, whatever their name, Andrew Tate, you know, they have been put on the media as being punished with the things that them say, with some of the things them say actually truth. But when they pre the doctrine, the scriptures, we stand for through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, if we are harsher than the things them Andrew Tate and them money I say. So very soon we see Esau, you know, I'm basically building case against us, guys. Scripture tells that the devil come down against us. But nevertheless, yo, the mindset is to endure it, you know. Right? And well, you know, up unto death. It is what it is. Right? Scripture says, the Lord will fight for us, yo, and even if we're dead, we get back to life. The most that gives it, you know. So let's just have a quick lesson and we'll go up and talk, you know. Some of that on my mind, you know. Right, in this world, yo, right, speaking the truth, you're gonna feel alone. You're gonna feel like you're against everybody, you know, but that shouldn't stop us from actually still speaking the truth, you know, because that we sign up for. You know, sign up for, you know, go up against the whole world. You know, sometimes it's gonna be fun, sometimes you're gonna feel like it yourself, you know. But hey, you know, Lord's willing, the Most High give us strength, you know, to endure everything, you know, and stand his behalf, you know, stand for truth, you know, what the world, you know, go against him, right? Hope this is easy to find until they go there, giving our praise to our poor Yahweh Shem Shai, Shem Kakadash, the owners and two elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the full, like shalom.